Today we'll be taking a look at Macy's Inc. Now, this historic department store has has not been doing too well for itself. It has been beaten out by online retailers and competitors, as well as in-store competitors such as Nordstrom, for one, and of course Walmart, Amazon, and all those have played a big part in its decline as well. However, lately there seems to have been a slight turnaround. And if we take a look at the chart, we'll find that truly is the case. Macy's first started to fall in around 2015 with a big drop, and you can see a sort of right after that a sort of megaphone pattern starting to form, which led to another decrease in stock prices before finding a slight double bottom here. And then it retraced back up and broke through the resistance and has been continuing up ever since. Now, a couple years ago, right around 2016, 2017, when I stepped into a Macy's store, it was completely deserted. And the only reason I stepped into the store was because 25 some years prior, my mother bought all our cutlery and, well, actually a bunch of other stuff from the store when it was still sort of that mega department store. But that day I went in there, it was completely deserted, not a sight to be seen. The items on display bore a striking resemblance to the items that I had at home. These are outdated designs, and the quality felt a little bit inferior to the ones I had at home. So not only were the designs outdated, the quality sucked too. Needless to say, I didn't step in there anymore. But then, a couple years later, sometime during the pandemic, 2019, 2020, I again stepped in there, passing through actually on my way to a different store, but I found that it was packed full of people, and they weren't old people. They were youngsters. And I looked around at the products on display, and I found that they were trendy. They were from the right brands, the price was good, the quality was fine, and they had a lot of customers. And as Peter Schiff said, Peter Lynch, god damn it, invest in what you know, right? So I knew right then and there that Macy's has made a turnaround, and indeed they have. Of course, after you get that light bulb of inspiration, you need to do some more research. Interestingly enough, in the recent earnings call, Macy's said that they were thinking about splitting off their e-commerce arm into its own separate entity, its own company. Because their sales, which increased like 50% from the year prior, it's Literally, like they had 50% more sales than in 2019 or something like that. It was crazy how much stronger their e-commerce sales has become. And they estimate that their e-commerce arm would be worth somewhere in the realm of $40 billion. And if you take a look at this market cap here, Macy's, their entire operation, it only has a market cap of $10 billion. So this is definitely a value play right now. I also like this company because they've started to innovate. They've started to try and ride on the trends. Hopefully they are smart about it. But even their storied Macy's Day Parade has bits of technology and trend stuff embedded inside. They created NFTs out of the floats, which is quite interesting. So I think this would be a good long-term play, buy and hold, especially with its valuation at 10.5 billion. However, the thing that I am concerned about is if this is a false positive, if this megaphone pattern here is only testing this resistance and actually is going to continue falling, I don't think that's very likely. But this double bottom here is not exactly the strongest of double bottoms. So I would look to see it break through and retest this $32-ish range and watch it continue upwards before buying in. But I hope that's been helpful, and happy trading.